Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers. It's your brother Elahu Ramadan. Another day in the land, brothers and sisters, that's not ours. Another day past the day, our time of our sojourning according to the Abraham covenant, brothers and sisters. According to the Abraham covenant, our time here is over. You know what I'm saying? If we go to Genesis 15:12, brothers and sisters, you can go and read it for yourself. I pulled it up right here. You can see it behind me. If you can read those little letters, I had trouble. I had to keep on getting in. So I pulled it up on my phone. The words make difference, but this is what this is saying, brothers and sisters. It says, when the sun was about to set, a deep sleep fell upon Abraham, and a great and frightened darkness descended on him. Then he said to Abraham, know of certain that your offsprings, your seeds, brothers and sisters, will be foreigners in a land not theirs, and that the people there will enslave them and afflict them for 400 years. So we've been in this land, brothers and sisters, since 1619. 2019 made the 400 years, brothers and sisters. So this is 2025, May of 2025. So we are over our prison sentence. We're over the captivity of the contract. The angels was told to submit to the Edomites. The Edomites be the newbies on the planet, made from the original man and the original black woman, made from us, brothers and sisters. And as we were taught by the messenger of the covenant, you subscribe to him, brothers and sisters. You can get it straight from the messenger of the covenant. You see what I'm saying? We're the ones who would abide and who would stand with him, as it states in Malachi 3:1. We're the ones that heard him and bear witness to the truth that he has been letting us know about, giving us the exit out of this 400-year prison sentence. And these are my words, brothers and sisters. So if I say wrong, but it's a covenant. I, use the word prison sentence, but it's a covenant. And then the other part of that covenant, brothers and sisters, after we were go through that Holocaust and that we didn't submit to. We didn't submit to the Holocaust. We submitted. They turned it around and made us slaves, as is stating here in the paragraph. A great fright, Abraham, and a great and frightened darkness descended on him. Talking about that 400 years of we under them, under their rule. Then he said, know of certain that your offspring will be foreigners in a land. Up here it says with a sojourning. You look at the word sojourning, it's talking about a certain length of time, brothers and sisters. What you see behind me versus what I'm reading from on my tablet, on my phone. But you get the idea. If you look it up yourself, 15:12, brothers and sisters, it's talking about us. Genesis 15:12. It's talking about us in a time frame. You ain't getting it from the preachers, brothers and sisters, male or female. They're not giving it to you. You're not getting it from the Nation of Islam, brothers and sisters. They're not giving it to you. The only one that we can get this information or is getting this information from, brothers and sisters, is the one here. The one here, brothers and sisters, Revelation 5:1 through Revelation 5:5. We're getting that information at this day and time because this book was hidden in the same book, the Bible. Scroll written on both sides. Read it for yourself, brothers and sisters. Read it for yourself. That way you can be familiar with it since no one is telling you about it. You can be familiar what you as a seed of Abraham committed to for 400 years. The reason why the black man and the black woman under this covenant is in the North American wilderness under the mindset of our enemy. They the new man on the planet. We were suffering from energy deprivation. They needed to know about the planet, so we gave them scripture. We gave them revelations, brothers and sisters. We gave them that if they paid attention, they can live out the time that we needed them. We were suffering from energy deprivation, only had enough energy to maintain ourselves. And so we made a person that didn't need energy. So they wasn't the righteous person that we were. They a down version of us. So they the opposite of us, brothers and sisters. And they job in Genesis, they first understanding of what they were supposed to do was commit mischief and shed blood. And that's what they've been doing, brothers and sisters. Every time we wake up in the morning in the North American wilderness, all we hear is about their mischief making and shedding of the black man and the black woman and the black child's blood. Just like the situation in Cincinnati. They said, oh, this brother then stole the car, but then after the evidence, that's what the media and the bounty hunters that they call police now, brothers and sisters. Every city got one. And if you got 10 cities in your state or 20 cities in your state, they all got a police department of bounty hunters. Because when they had us captivity during that 400 years of that horror and great darkness and that vision that Abraham seen about us and our sojourning in a land that's not ours, you see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? They called them bounty hunters. And when we would run from them because we didn't want to be under their subjugation, their filthy ways, their rule, they would send the bounty hunters out. So update 2025, the bounty hunters is a police. Cincinnati, they said it was a stolen vehicle, but now they found out that it was only a repo. So the four individuals, young men that was in the vehicle, when the tow truck pulled up, he didn't want to confront the four men. So what did he do? He called the bounty hunters. The bounty hunters run out, surround the bush, and then tell the tow truck man to hook up. And then when everybody started running, that's when the bounty hunters jumped out. And then they show you footage of a body cam of what they are the narrators of the story. That's who we've been narrated about the story about us for 400 years under the Abraham covenant. They never tell us about what they did to us. Only thing they tell us about, they try to make themselves look like the victim. Anyway, brothers and sisters, so these stories of the bounty hunters, and this is going to continue to happen as long as we stay in the boundary of the North American wilderness, long as we're not receiving what the messenger of the covenant, the Abraham covenant, has went down into Revelation and revealed and unlocked the seven seals that had the book after we get out of our 400, after our 400 years is over. We was to get revelations on how to get out. We was going to get new information, brothers and sisters, but that information is being blocked. The information we already know where it's blocked from the preachers, because they went to the theologian school of the enemy. So they got that version. They got the sealed Bible. But we getting the unsealed version 400 years later. And let me point this out too, brothers and sisters, so you can understand that it was two parts of the vision that under the Abraham covenant. The second part is in Genesis 15:17. Then it reads, when the sun had set and it was becoming very dark, a smoking furnace appeared and a fiery torch passed between the pieces. On that day, Jehovah made with Abraham a covenant, saying, to your offsprings, I will give this land from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates. Talking about our land, brothers and sisters, after the first part that started in Genesis 15:12. You read in between, and this is talking about us, brothers and sisters. But this whole situation is to let us know it's our time here is up. Our time is over here. But if we don't know it, if nobody is telling us about it, which they are, but it's being blocked, brothers and sisters. The preachers that went to the theologian school, that work for the enemy, that's pushing the sealed Bible, this is in your Bible right here, Malachi 3:1. We got to read it for ourselves, brothers and sisters. We got to investigate for ourselves. We pay attention to everything else. We pay attention to what's happening to Puff Daddy. We pay attention to the so-called football games, the baseball games, the all the sports, NBA type of thing. We know everything about every player. Oh, look, we got on their jerseys. But we don't know nothing about ourselves. We don't know nothing about the time that we live in right now. We know nothing about our 400 years sojourning, and now it's time for us to exit, because what you see in Cincinnati, they showing you a video of the body cam of the guy. Everything is clear when the cop is running up. They got the ambush already set. They running up. The tow driver then backed up, got everybody in the car running out. Not a stolen car, but a car that was going to be repossessed. It's a totally different from a stolen and a repossessing car. But anyway, this is the information that's put. Once they run out, the police runs over. They see him. They say a guy had a gun. And then they say he dropped the gun. And then all of a sudden they say he picked the gun up. But when they're narrating the story, they showing the body cam actual footage going on. But when they get to the point where he so-called dropped the gun and then picked the gun back up and pointed to the police officer, it was a frozen picture. It wasn't the actual camera. So why are y'all showing the actual camera of the so-called pursuit taking place? And then when the so-called shooting to justify the police shooting him in the back, but he was feared of his life. You know, that's the story they already advocate. But these are the bounty hunters that was back at the end, at the beginning of this 400 years of our sojourning in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. They were coming after us. At that time, they will cut your foot off, or they cut your manhood off, or they do all these different things to prevent you from running away. Now, they still doing what they doing, committing mischief and shedding blood of the black man, the black woman, and the black child. Shooting them in the back. The still photo show the police showing the still photo where it's blurry. You can't see nothing. But they forgot to let the news media know in on the info. And the news media showed that when the police firing his weapon, you can see the smoke coming from the weapon and the fire. But the brother's back is towards him. He got a backpack. You can see his back, plain and simple. He just trying to run and get away from the bounty hunter. Modern day police. We know what they do. They shoot you in the damn back. But that time in bullshit's neck is over, brothers and sisters, because now is the time for our exit. But we got to get the people that's in the way, because they in the way of the exit. They in the way of the one who will suddenly appear at Elijah's temple. And it said, who will endure his coming and who will stand when he appears? For he will be like a fire and a refiner, like a a lye and laundry soap come to clean us up, brother. You go to 3:3, it's talking about to clean us up. Clean us up from all the bullshit, brothers and sisters. They've been packing in our dome for 400 years. All the things they've been trying to tell us, they've been the narrators of the story. Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about when you die, you can go to heaven. Why, they enjoy heaven right now. All these things, brothers and sisters, that them times is up. In Revelation 5, you seen where the messenger of the covenant, where he went to got the information. He didn't go to the theologian school. He said he was self-taught, brothers and sisters. He taught himself. And then he went and did what he needed to do, what he was brought into existence to do, brothers and sisters. And that was to give us the information we need so we can get to the second part of the Abraham covenant, get that blessing, get our birthright, get our inheritance, get our land that we would transfer into heaven, put our black woman back on the throne where she belonged. And from her inner beauty, we'll bring heaven into existence in our land. Arabia, brothers and sisters, that's our land. With a house of Sod, the dragon. That's where he lived. If you prescribe to the messenger of the covenant, like I said, in Malachi, in a Revelation, it told you one from the tribe of Judah appeared and lifted those 7 seals to give us our revelation, to give us our new understanding that we can form a new vision, make that exit to our promised land, and do what we need to do to turn that into a heaven. No more Democrats, no more Republican Party, no more caucus party, black caucus, supposed to be on our team. They ain't did a damn thing for us since they invented that bullshit net. Put that name on them. They done sold us out from day one because they puppets. They ain't working for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. They ain't working for our exit. They ain't working towards so we can receive our blessings, brothers and sisters. They doing the opposite. So the only thing we can do is upload, brothers and sisters, the information that's coming from the messenger of the covenant that he got from the lifting the 7 seals of the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation. We're lifting the whole veil from the Bible to let us know who our enemy is, what time it is, the signs we would see and need to see to know it's time to start preparing, brothers and sisters. And if this man who came and sit in the seat of the messenger of Allah, Elijah, if this man didn't come, brothers and sisters, but he had to come too. As Ishmael was speaking yesterday and talking about Aaron and what he was supposed to do, it's symbolic for Farrakhan, what he was supposed to do when Moses went up to get the book, when Elijah left. Farrakhan sitting in his seat, claiming to be what? Bigger than Master Fard Muhammad, bigger than his messenger, Elijah Muhammad, bigger than the lessons that was left, the curriculum that was left by Master Fard Muhammad to prepare us for the messenger of the covenant, to prepare us, brothers and sisters, for the messenger of the covenant, to prepare us so that we can receive the information from the one who would appear at Elijah's temple to clean us up from the 400 years of the Abraham covenant, the 400 years of our sojourning, to clean us up so we can get what's in Genesis 15:17, the rest of the Abraham covenant, the second version of it, the reward, for our submission to the Edomites. Brothers and sisters, we need to go and upload these scriptures. And we need to ask the pastors. And if they ain't got an answer for us, we need to divorce them. We need to keep our damn money in our pocket. We need to become our own pastors. If the Nation of Islam ain't pushing the program and they are going by what the man of perdition is telling the one who's pushing the program, Ishmael, in front of you on Sunday. And then we need to start doing the investigation for ourselves, brothers and sisters, because in the lessons that Master Fard Muhammad brought, we were supposed to understand these things. In the lessons in the problem book, it says, once you acquire, and he give us a problem, and then at the end of the problem, he said, once you require your language, which is mathematics is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, and then you were supposed to go and use that to uplift yourself. So we are to be our own saviors, brothers and sisters, but we can't save ourselves pushing the sealed version that we gave of the Bible that we gave to the cave dweller, the Neanderthal, the white boy, the slave master, the Chaldean in the Bible, brothers and sisters. We can't save ourselves. We need to save ourselves. The only thing we can save ourselves is from right here, brothers and sisters, in Malachi 3:1. Read it and go on down and find out what is he to do for us, brothers and sisters. Clean us up. And it says, let me get down here. I should have pulled that up on the. I can right here. It's right here. Let me pull it up so I can see it. Don't have to bend down so far, brothers and sisters, and see. Pull up Malachi, and you can do the same thing, brothers and sisters. They got phones and access to the phones where you can pull it up and read it, and then you can have some questions to ask. Malachi 3:1. Look, I am sending my messenger, and he will clear up a way before me. And suddenly the true Lord who you seek will come to his temple, and the messenger of the covenant will come, in whom to his will come to his temple. Farrakhan changed it to the mosque, but the messenger of the covenant, he can read. He's self-taught, brothers and sisters. He lifted the 7 seals, so he, you know what I'm saying? He knew where the liar, the man of perdition, was hiding at. He had to come and reveal him. Farrakhan hid for 42 years. But once the messenger of the covenant came, he got revealed. We was all, in 92, I signed to, fill out the student enrollment, fill out what I need to do to get my so-called X. I was waiting to get a name. I was waiting to get out of the slave master name. I wrote my letter, and the letter said, I didn't want this name. This name wasn't my name. I wanted my name. But we had to learn a little bit more about ourselves, but they wasn't teaching us about ourselves. I read as far as I can get until I got to the problem book and the different understanding. I couldn't understand it. I thought we was going to get in the FOI class and get that 411. But we didn't. We were just used as I was stating, used as security guards, used as walking the sisters to and from the mosque, selling bean pies and pushing the Final Call newspaper. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? And then when we start having, LA was 40 to 50 miles from me, so I was having trouble get there. I had hoopties. I had cars. There was a prayer. If I get there, then I had to work on it just to be able to make it back to where I was. But once we start having study groups, and the brothers in the study group start saying, hey, y'all need to read. Y'all don't know what y'all standing for. Like, what you mean? Hey, like, did you read the message to the black man? Did you read the Theology of Time? The message to the black man was written in 1965, brothers and sisters. I didn't come into the nation till 92. So when I started reading that information, that was good, vital information to me. That was the basics. Farrakhan, them, they didn't, We had to buy that book. We were the Nation of Islam, but it wasn't pushed. So I read that, The Theology of Time, Our Savior Has Arise, How to Eat to Live, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? I went as far as I could in the study guide, but that was because of the study group. And then when we went back up there, and they called us up there, and the minister who was speaking, they said, "Hey, well, ain't y'all collecting money? Well, why y'all ain't bringing the money up to L.A.?" And the minister, brother Abba, he was saying, "Hey, we need the money to find a place where we're gonna rent a place where we can have the people to come to get this Islam, to get this teaching, to get this awakening." You know what I'm saying? But they wanted the money then. And since they called us up to LA, he was the minister. So me and another brother, we was with him. We was his guards in a sense. So the next time, so I was there and I was going to the mosque at that time, but we had a study group. And anyway, when I got back to the mosque, they like, "Hey, you was the guard for that brother." And they said they wasn't bringing the money, so you can't come back. I'm like, huh? What you mean? He was the minister. We was told to. But anyway, brothers and sisters, that we wasn't getting taught what we supposed to be taught. We wasn't getting prepared to meet. We wasn't getting prepared, brothers and sisters, to meet the messenger of the covenant. We was under the man of position, brothers and sisters. We was under him. We wasn't getting this information. We wasn't getting the cleansing. You see what I'm saying? We wasn't getting prepared mathematically, getting our minds back to make that journey in Genesis 17 to reap the benefit, to reap the reward, to reap our birthright. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So every time we wake up in the North American wilderness, it's going to get worse and worse until they come up with that deal, brothers and sisters, that emergency alert that every black man and black woman is a threat to the American dream, because that dream would have been revealed as a lie. And the lie is they've been trying to, the so-called Jews who say they are Jews but a synagogue of Satan, and the devil, America, is being fighting each other, trying to say they the descendants of Abraham. They descendants, but we ain't arguing about whatever the hell you arguing about. We the seed. This the Abraham covenant is speaking of us. None of them went in the land that's not theirs, brothers and sisters. None of them went in the land that's not theirs and was served and afflicted. You know what I'm saying? They came over here on how they got here. We didn't come over here like that. We didn't voluntarily pull up in the North American wilderness. We under a covenant, brothers and sisters. We under a covenant. The Abraham covenant. Our time here is up, brothers and sisters. But we don't know it. We stuck here under their vision. We're trying to lead you to the messenger of the covenant. Nobody else is doing it. But once they pull the cover out from under us, once they pull that vision, once that vision shatter, that's what the messenger of the covenant is doing. He's breaking that vision. He's telling us future news of where they're headed. They're headed into the lie becoming revealed to everybody. And they need to get rid of the evidence. The black man, the black woman, and the black child. The seed, the true inheritance of the Abraham covenant. Do your own investigation, brothers and sisters. Subscribe to the messenger of the covenant. Read the Abraham covenant, 15:12 down to 15:17. Read Revelations, brothers and sisters, and of the Genesis. Read Malachi 3:1 down to where he's talking about the cleansing of the Levites. Levites, the priest tribe, the one that pushed the program, the one that let the people know, like the so-called preachers is doing for the devil in America and Satan, false Israel, who runs America. APEC, 3,000 members in Congress. These are the things, brothers and sisters, that we don't know, but you know them if you do your own investigation, if you're not afraid, if you want your reward, if you want to exit. But those who blocking the way, holding on to the past, got you waiting on a dead man to raise up out of the grave to save you when we got to save our damn self. I'm your brother Elihu Ramadan. As I came before you, so should I leave you in the peaceful greetings, brothers and sisters of Assalamu Alaikum.